But critics argue that First Amendment audits are not about defending the Constitution as much as they are a cynical vehicle for monetizing online outrage and unfairly maligning public servants. Many auditors can and do make thousands of dollars per month from their viral confrontations, videos that are often peppered with profanity and other deliberately provocative behavior.
You're gonna be respectful when you talk to me, bro. I'm talking to him. You're gonna be respectful when you talk to me. You understand that? Now find you something to do. Go, get back to work.
Hey, go ahead.
Get your supervisor on the scene.
I don't need a supervisor. You can see him down at the jail.
So listen, if you guys want to come in here and act like you're going to educate us, I'm going to educate you real quick. Shut up.
I have 2 grams of cocaine in my butthole.
Okay, outstanding.
Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using...
I'm in a public place. I can film whatever I can see. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime.
I would like to welcome you all to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained?
You have an ID on.
Am I being detained?
A great author today, investigative detention.
Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained?
You will wait right here while I get the information.
Am I being detained or
of why?
What can I help you with? Actually, am I being detained? Am I being detained? No, you may not. That's private information. I'm not going to share with a random person. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? You are a random person. You haven't even identified yourself as a police officer. Appalling. That's appalling. Am I being detained now for the 15th time on camera? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm being detained. What am I being detained for?
Oh, God, they came out hot. Look at that. Look at that.
What's going on today?
How you doing? I didn't call you. They did.
I understand that.
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
They called you, not me.
Yes, I understand that.
Go talk to them.
My partner's talking to you.
Okay, well, don't talk to me. I'm going to go where I want because I'm free.
Right now.
Being detained for what?
Allow me to explain investigative detention. All auditors falsely ask police questions like, am I being detained or arrested? Suspicion is not a crime, is it? Are you the feelings, please? Well, here are the facts. Police get a call, they respond because, simply, that's their job. When they arrive, we separate the parties involved and we do an investigation. Neither side can leave the scene of the crime, the alleged crime, until it is determined if a crime has been committed. After the investigation, police can arrest, or if no crime's been committed, release all parties. So yes, you can be detained.
I'm going to go where I want because I'm free.
Right now.
Being detained for what?
Well, let me explain and provide a concrete example of investigative detention. As a young FBI agent, we would respond to bank robberies. I mean, the loudspeaker in the office would announce bank robber at U.S. Bank, 5500 Pearl Road, Strongsville. White male suspect wearing black pants, white hood, approximately 5'10" on foot. So I drive towards the bank, and a half a mile away, I spot a white male, hood, etc. I pull over and detain him. This is an investigative detention, and I need the time to determine if he's the bank robber. Now, although the clock's ticking, frauditors will claim that you could only detain someone for 20 minutes and then arrest or release them. They're wrong. Although I can't hold him indefinitely, I can handcuff him, put him in the back of my car, drive to the bank, and hope a teller, customer, or bank film can ID them. Even if it takes 70 minutes, so be it.
Shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. You hear us talking about that all the time in our 25-word script. And we want to try to help you remember it, especially you younger fellas and gals and kids and everybody out there. Listen to this. It's a poem called Am I Being Detained or Am I Free to Go?
I apologize, but I must play the poem. Even though it's BS, it is entertaining.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? This is what to say. My lawyer tells me so. The cops are out there doing a job. Sometimes they must contain a mob, a thankless job that saves many lives. At their home are worried children, husbands, and wives. But does that give them the right to stomp on my rights? So we are here for you, the cannabis community, to fight, to let you know it's okay to just shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. You start with I'm not discussing my day, end with I invoke the fifth. These ain't suggestions. These are words to live by, to memorize. See, it's not about the size of that cop's gun, because they want you to run, so they could pull that macho gun and shoot you for fleeing the scene. Some cops are just plain mean. We must shut it off, shut it down, those feelings of anger that instantly come around when that cop has to show his power and his might, without cause, without reason, and we know they're not right. We must remain calm, keep the devil sleeping on the left shoulder. We must be cold, even colder. Ice must flow through your veins to shut that heat, the blood that rushed your brain straight from your feet when that cop disrespected you, cause you wouldn't tell him what that smell was?
Let's take a short nausea break on the topic with Rage Girl.
They don't want you here. That'd be trespassing.
I understand that that's not trespassing, so no one's asked me to leave. Yeah. I have it on camera.
They just told us that you can't come back. Do you want me to tell her they'll come back and tell you? I mean, they'll do that.
Yeah, they would have to do that on camera, and then that's violating my rights.
Okay, you stay here. You stay here.
Sir,
yeah, you're going to stay here.
Am I being detained?
You're about to place under arrest if you're going to stay there.
Sir, am I being detained?
Stay here. Stay here.
Why do I have to stay here when I'm not being detained?
They're going to tell you because you can't go back in there.
How can you trespass me from a public building?
Listen, they don't want you in there. That's it.
You realize that you're violating my constitutional rights, and you will lose your qualified immunity.
Ma'am, you're not allowed in here.
So now
I'm not allowed in here?
Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth, and then you shut the fuck up. It's all about what you say and what you do. We have given you the script. We are telling you what to say. We are telling you what to do. We've put your hands up in protection mode. But should you take a shot to the jaw, we will be here fighting for the cannabis community and all citizens.
I'm going to let this guy identify himself, which will make a lot of sense to the poet's missing message.
Because we are the Pot Brothers at law.
You know, I'd actually like to see more of this guy, but the bottom line is that frauditors know nothing about investigative detention. Nothing. John Ligato Show is being brought to you from right outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. Hit all those buttons. I'd appreciate it. Semper Fidelis.